Hey everybody, Stephen Green here. I wanted to go through some of the things you've been hearing about in the media about the new HELOC rules. So a HELOC is a home equity line of credit. That is a line of credit that is attached to an asset such as your home. So lots of rule changes coming up, and I want to just explain to everybody what it actually means. So in this scenario, let's say your home is worth $500,000. and the bank has refinanced it, or your overall amount that you can borrow against the house is 80%, which is going to come out to $400,000. In this example, we have a $300,000 mortgage segment. So the mortgage is going to be principal plus interest payments. Very simple. You get a fixed rate, a variable rate, and off you go. The HELOC portion is the revolving portion. It's like a big credit card, so to speak. So the HELOC portion is what's been in question the last couple of weeks. And with your HELOC, again, it's revolving, it's open, sometimes it's interest-only payments. It gives a lot of flexibility. So in the past, there were some lenders, not all, but there were some lenders that when they were doing financing for you, let's say you want to buy another property, if you didn't owe anything on your HELOC and it was a zero balance, they wouldn't calculate a payment when they're trying to figure out your affordability. So you probably heard the term TDS, total debt servicing. So in this scenario, if you didn't owe anything on the HELOC, they wouldn't calculate a payment towards your affordability. So you could afford more, ideally. Now with the new rules, for those lenders who never did it who did it that way before, under the new rules, they're saying that even if you don't owe anything, you have to calculate a payment as if this was completely maxed out, in this case at $100,000. So that could be 2%, 2.5%, 3%, whatever the case may be, of what the limit is on this HELOC. So if you were dealing with one of those lenders that was not calculating a payment based on the limit as opposed to the balance, now you can afford probably a lot less, because now there's an additional payment within your TDS, your total debt servicing. Not all lenders were doing that. Some were always doing that. Speaking from experience, I know RBC was always calculating a payment for the limit on the HELOC when determining TDS. So some of those clients are not going to be as impacted as if you're with a lender who was not calculating a payment for the total limit and only calculating a payment for the balance. So that's the change in the HELOC rules. You may or may not be affected depending on the bank you're dealing with. If you have more questions on this, don't hesitate to reach out. Until next time, Stephen Green.